Hey everybody, welcome back to UCFF Studios. I'm here with Anthony, Steven, Carl, Murph. My name's T-Dot. We're going to be going over week 7. A lot of interesting games this week. Some good games, definitely, right guys?
Definitely.
Nah.
Some good, others not.
Well, we'll get into all that later. Off the bat, I'm going to jump right into it. And who were you most impressed with this week?
I was most impressed with Mr. Automatic 2-point conversion hobby. 3 2-point conversions, looking like Gronk out there.
No.
He really did though.
He did.
Gronk
He was
and
unstoppable.
Hernandez combined.
Yeah, he was.
Hobby.
Alright. Me, I'm impressed with Brick Squad. Had a really big win. And so making a late playoff run right now.
They're looking good.
I'm impressed with Warren. They played sound effects and they beat them how they should, but they're stringing together some good wins and no one's talking about them. So
Because they're
I'm going
eating
with Warren.
bombs.
That's fine. Everyone plays bums in the league.
I agree. I'm going with Outcast here. Their offense, if they score points, look out for this team come playoff time.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Draconi Outlaws. Right here, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Suck up.
It's not sucking up. I made a mistake last week, you know. Power rankings, I'm sorry, you guys all confronted me about it. I had to hear about it all day, but I'm impressed. It was a good win, and you guys are pushing forward. So, Steven, who are you most disappointed with?
Oh, well, and just skipping over it for that one. Alright. So with me, I'm disappointed in the refs in the Ruckus and Silverbacks game. If a couple of calls went Donnie's way, it could have been a different story. His arm got destroyed at one play, right at the end zone, and then that could have been a game changer.
They could have 18-0.
Hey, that was at the end of half when it was still 6-0.
Still, they
So if they score right there, 6-6 going into halftime.
Ruckus didn't do
anything could
anything in the
happen.
second half.
Or 8-6.
Exactly. Anything could have happened.
I'm disappointed with the Untouchables. I know they're missing a lot of guys, but still a supremely talented team.
Missing a lot of catches as well.
A lot of drop passes. There's no excuse to be tying young guns.
I mean, Mike Medeiros is sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in that game.
We want Mike.
The whole staff wants Mike.
want Mike. We want Mike. We want Mike. We want Mike.
We want you, Mike. Sorry.
Jerry
Mike.
Jones over here.
Brick Squad wants you too.
Seriously.
If Mike won that game, Untouchables win easy. No offense to Jeff, but he was limping around.
All offense to Jeff.
No, I like Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm honestly most disappointed in Relentless. This team is just.
Booty.
I don't even know what to call it. Their offense, they've been playing together since they came into this league, and they cannot even get a first down. It's just pathetic watching them out there get shut up. Don't get me wrong, Brick Squad's good defense, but that offense is horrific of Relentless. I don't see this team beating anyone that even has a chance
They
to
played
win.
this week like they played week 1 when they tied with EP.
EP ballers. I mean, they beat Outcast, but no excuse that they didn't have that many players there. They still beat them, but I mean, to be high off that win is just crazy. Relentless, completely disappointed. They're horrible.
And let's get back to talking about how bad the Untouchables were on Sunday, because I know me and Anthony, we just discussed this a little while ago. We're both very disappointed with who? The Untouchables management.
Jerry Jones, a.k.a. Chris Fine.
It was a mess out there. I mean, I was sitting on their sidelines. The players were all upset. Nobody. It was ugly.
You got one of the best quarterbacks in ECFF history on the sideline, just warming up.
Jeff,
Get in.
Not to go win the game, like I just don't get
Jeff's
it.
my boy, but the fact of the matter is he couldn't even walk out there.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Untouchables dropped 65
That is
passes,
true.
But he also threw it to the other team a couple times.
That's not exaggeration. I think it was 65 drop passes.
team as good as them cannot tie the young guns. I mean,
That's what happens when they go out drinking the night before and don't sleep.
I seen Mike warming up. I thought he was gonna come in and pull a Tommy Reese, but it just didn't happen.
That's what I said. I called that to you.
So I mean, yeah, that's something for Chris Fine and the rest of his team to figure out. But that could definitely be a problem going forward.
everyone shows up. This team's not going to
If
lose.
you're gonna win as a team, you gotta lose as a team. And the individual complaining. And,
Exactly,
and
man. The Eagles cannot.
If you're all gonna talk when they're beating the Silverbacks
Just bombs
and
me,
all
sorry.
celebrate about it, if you lose, I don't want to see people walking over to the sideline being pout by themselves and just.
However,
It's
I
just
am
not
disappointed with the young guns. This team is
That's true.
but let me explain first. This team is good. They
can't
cannot
score.
be excited about tying a team like the Untouchables.
Yeah, they were really
I thought they won the whole league the way they acted. I just couldn't believe it. I thought they had more pride.
Yeah.
Silverbacks, no? Alright.
karma.
I mean, Pete the Silverbacks is not like tying the Untouchables.
Yes.
If you're going to compare the two, that's...
And they kind of dominated.
Regardless, I mean, I think the Untouchables acted kind of foolish too, but not like this. I
A
mean,
lot of fools out there in the fields.
I guess so, man.
There's a couple.
You gotta act like you're 1-4, you know? Not even let alone tie.
Alright, let's move on. We can talk about how bad the Untouchables played all day, but that's for a different story. We're getting close to the playoffs, guys.
We want you, Mike.
There's a solid top 3 or so teams at the top of the league. Besides those top 3, who do you think could make a run and potentially win it all?
They don't have a complete team, but just based off having Pig, I think the Spartans could upset anyone in the playoffs. He's just that good.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Right now, Warren flying under the radar. People don't like to talk about them for some reason. I think it's just because people don't like the way Jay Rose plays, but I think he's a great quarterback. I think he has a lot.
Brothers.
He has a.
Well, that's why they're not talking about it. They're not flashy.
Yeah.
They're not.
It's true. They just go out there playing, they win, but people don't like to talk about them.
I'm gonna go Outcast, solid run game, solid defense.
Respect.
Couple Grammy Awards.
Decon.
2 former NFL players on the defense, Will Ford and Hayes. Well, he's on the offensive line, but
Andre 3000, big boy.
I'm gonna go Ciccone. They are just. I think they have a legitimate chance to win the whole thing. Their offense, if they can score points, that defense we all know about it. Rook.
Ciccone one's not a sleeper.
I'm not saying they're a sleeper, but outside of the. We'll see.
I'm gonna go with the team that I'm in love with all of a sudden. Bandwagon hopping all over it, but Wildcard, I can't. Wildcard's been playing out of their mind lately. Jarrell and Ritt, they got the team rolling. Their defense is playing outstanding. I see them probably and possibly winning out the rest of the season and making a deep playoff run. But we'll see.
Wildcard versus backs in the ship.
Come on.
ooh,
Could happen.
You don't believe that?
Yeah, dude.
It could happen.
well, I know backs.
That cannot happen.
The backs will definitely be there.
Yeah,
so.
the backs will be there.
Oh, man.
We're gonna take a break.
Wild
We'll
card,
be back
silverback.
right after this.
There's no way you believe that.
I mean, I do. Alright, welcome back, guys. We're here in our outdoor studios. Pretty beautiful day out, so we thought we'd take advantage of it. We're gonna have a little discussion about the MVPs of the league and who could possibly win the MVP heading towards the end of the season. I'll start it out. I like Lorenzo Perry to win MVP. This guy is phenomenal. Just to throw a couple things at you, I really like how early on in the season, when they didn't have Charlie Holiday, they were still racking up the wins, except that one loss to the Gators, but they were still playing very well, and a large part of that is because of Lorenzo and how dominant he is on the ground. I mean, anyone who watches him knows what I'm talking about. It's a sight to see.
Every game.
Every game, he's pulling off some. I can only say how this would be even more solidified if there was a way for the staff to take yardage rushing stats. That's not going to happen, but I can only imagine how ahead he'd be in that stat, as well as just rushing touchdowns. I like Lorenzo Perry on a great Ciccone Outlaws team that could he's also going to potentially win it all. Carl, who do you think? Let's go to you.
I'm taking. I'm going Pig Mead. The man amongst boys. 10 pass touchdowns, 3 rush touchdowns on the season, only 1 pick, and he's a.
That's before this week, right?
He's a man on. That's before. He didn't score this week, but and he's just a man amongst boys as well on defense. I think he has 9 sacks on the year, probably about 19 flag pulls. Just an elite player on both sides of the ball. If he wasn't there, the Spartans are probably 0-7, to be honest with you. But I'm going Pig.
Murph?
Hard for me to say this, but I'm taking Jarrell from Wildcard. Both sides of the ball, he's an absolute beast.
But not for you to say. Not a grudge against him?
Nah, no grudge. I was leaning towards a couple other players, but I think he's the true MVP. He 4 interceptions. I think leads the league by about 6 or 7 receptions. has about 6 TDs caught. I mean, they know the ball's going to him and he can't be stopped.
Yeah,
I mean,
highlight reel.
Very
that's what I
exciting.
mean. I mean, just like they know that Calvin Johnson's getting the ball. Everybody knows Jarrell's. It's coming to you. They've finally been thrown to him. I was saying it since week 2, week 3, that they find Jarrell. This team's going to turn around. They've finally been throwing the ball, and good things have been happening. So
He's like the Obi Mahaley of ECFF.
God,
Just can't stop
he's
him.
saying a God, Jarrell. I see you.
God.
I'm gonna go with the best quarterback in ECFF history, Norm, aka Tom Brady. When he's on fire, the Silverbacks cannot be stopped at all. I think after this week he has 15 passing touchdowns. I think he's gonna lead the league in completion percentage again. It's just unreal.
How many yards thrown? Do you know? You count that too? or-
Yeah, I think he's approaching 4,000. Gonna break a record this session.
Put up Drew Brees.
And then he's gonna-
That Colt Brennan shit.
And he's going to get his 3rd ECFF ring this session
Jimmy
once the
Chan.
Silverbacks win the championship.
Great team this
Well,
year.
when you
It's gonna
put
be
it-
another
when you
parade
put it
for the
like
backs.
that, yeah, Norm's definitely
Seriously.
the MVP.
Who's the parade gonna be
Steven,
after
we're gonna kick it to you.
Yeah, with me, I gotta go with Jerome Fonseca. He does get a lot of hate on
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
for sure.
Definitely does, because he talks big. But here's the thing:
Fast.
he is one of the leaders with receptions, one of the leaders with touchdown catches. Also on defense, he has flag pulls, he has interceptions. He's all over the place.
Mr. I can do it all.
Yeah, he can do it all, and plus he
Passing
is
touchdown.
also.
Seriously.
He has a passing touchdown. He
does
threw it.
everything.
He took a touchdown away from Hobby. He's doing everything.
Seriously. I mean, if I would agree with you there if Jerome threw the touchdown to Hobby, but he hated on his boy. But I do agree, Jerome
And
is
honestly,
definitely up there.
Norm got robbed of like 3 MVPs already in this league, so we got to give
Norm
it
is
to him.
over with. We're done with Norm. We're talking
Kid
about
needs
Jerome
to-
right now.
He's just always so calm and cool in the pocket. Unbelievable.
Alright, so that's who we think could win MVP this season. There's a lot of good players out there, but
Definitely a lot more than that have the chance, but that's
Definitely. Those are just our top.
these
runners
last
right
3
now.
weeks are going
How
to be
big.
crucial.
huge.
It is.
So we'll see going forward. We'll be right back after this.
Young and down, but I'm blessed. Got a feeling in my chest, twisted religion.
Rolling
You want to start off
in
with
the
Mike
deep.
Madeo's turn?
Yeah. And 3, 2, 1.
Mike.
We want
Mike.
Mike. We want Mike. We want Mike.
Mike.
We want Mike.
Mike.
Just kidding.
Sorry, Mike.
We're not just kidding, though.
Yeah.
I love you though.
Welcome back to ECFF Outdoor Studios. Beautiful day on this Tuesday.
Gorgeous.
We've got right here a bracket. What we did was if the season was to end today, we picked the top 12, just like how the playoffs are going to be,
Excluding the playing games.
excluding the playing games. But we just took the top 12 in standings and we put them in the bracket, and we're going to go over who we think's going to
In a mock playoff bracket.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of like a March Madness sort of thing. So first round, we got Outcast Spartans. They're going to be playing for the right to play the number 1 seed Untouchables if the season was to end today. Who do we got? Outcast Spartans.
I'm going Outcast with this one.
I'm gonna take Outcast too.
Outcast as well.
Outcast as well.
We're going to do majority. I would actually say Spartans, but go ahead. We'll do a majority for Outcast.
I definitely think it's gonna be a good.
Great
Spartans have a chance to win. Don't get me wrong. I do agree there. I think they have a chance, but
The pick goes nuts.
that's the only way I see them winning.
The Silverbacks and the Stingrays are going to play for a chance to play Warren. Is that unanimous?
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Sil-
Stingrays.
Silverbacks. Ruckus and X playing for a chance to play the Gators in the next round. Who do we got there?
I'm gonna take X in this one. I just don't like Ruckus and come playoff time.
We can go.
I
Good
also,
regular season team, but
I also like X.
I'm going to go Ruckus.
I'm going Ruckus as well.
I'm going Rucks as well.
Okay.
So 3-2 Ruckus.
3-2 Ruckus.
Ruckus, huh?
Yeah.
Rock.
We're good on a right, man.
Wild Card and the Young Guns are gonna play for a chance to play Chicone 1. What do we got there?
Wild card.
Yep.
Wild card easy.
Wild card.
Wild Card.
Consensus. first one.
Okay, so
Here's where it gets interesting.
moving to the next round, we got the top 4 seeds now coming into play after their first round buys. Untouchables and Outcast.
I'm going with Outcast on that one.
Oh!
I'm also going to take Outcast. I just think Outcast is really strong. If the Untouchables play like they did this week, they're going to get destroyed.
They'll lose to almost any team.
It's just one bad game. They're playing good all season. I like Untouchables in this one.
Rocking the Outcast shirt, but I'm going to go Untouchables.
Yeah, it's got to be Untouchables here. They're not going to do that again for the rest of the season.
No. It's only one game.
Not to it.
These games are all going to be great, though, I'll tell you that much.
That's true.
It's crazy that this.
Warren and the Silverbacks, another intriguing
It's another
matchup.
one, man.
I'm going with Warren and Jay Rose on this one.
Oh, what an idiot!
Hey, that's how I feel, man.
I'm taking the backs. I think they're a bad matchup for Warren. I think the backs win this.
You already know. Silverbacks advancing. Playoff time,
Yeah,
that's what they
I
do.
don't think Warren's got the speed to even contend with them right now. It's got
I think
the
Warren's a great team, but
They got the speed, the power, the heart. Oh,
The norm.
the norm.
the norm.
They do not have the norm.
Gators and Ruckus.
Gators.
This is when Ruckus' season ends.
Yeah, I mean, if the Gators don't win this by mercy rule, I'll be shocked.
It won't be a mercy rule.
Yeah,
I'll be
it
shocked.
won't.
It won't be.
Good game down here too. Ciccone won a wild card.
I'm gonna go with wild card because of Jarrell. I think he could be the X factor of this game. He could, if he gets his 2 touchdowns like he has been doing lately, it could be a big upset.
Wow, I didn't even think about Jarrell. I was gonna go with Ciccone. No, I was quick to my head. I just was gonna go with Ciccone. I think they're the better team, but you're right. If Jarrell can have a game like he has been the past couple weeks, I see wild card taking out
He'd
Ciccone.
be matching up against Edson.
I like
Who
Jarrell
is a
over
top
Edson.
3 corner. I don't.
I think it's going to be one of the best games
Jarrell
of the playoffs.
possibly might be the best receiver in the whole league.
That's true.
It's arguable.
Arguable, yeah.
Yeah.
But Edson's,
I'll take a
Edson's
wide receiver over corner. They're not gonna play him 1-on-1.
They can't. If they do, let's be.
I hope they play him 1-on-1. Wild card will blow him
No
out.
one can play Jarrell one-on-one.
And we got
I got wild card. I think it's going to be one of the best games of the playoffs, though.
I got Ciccone. You got Ciccone.
I got Ciccone.
But it's wild card.
3-2! Wild
stop.
card!
You stop Lorenzo. You stop Ciccone.
Stop Ciccone, yeah.
And Ben's going to be all up in that.
Here we go.
Start from the bottom. Gators and wild card.
Ooh,
Rematch of last year's
one.
Last year's
Revenge.
championship.
Wow.
I,
I don't
really
think
won that game.
That's for show.
a couple calls went the
Late
other
sack,
way.
huh? Latest
But
sack
anyway.
I've ever seen.
Pop. Ball thrown.
Touchdown already.
Well, let's not draw the
Sack.
pass.
You're right.
You can, but I do think the Gators will win this one. They're really hot, and then it all depends at the time if they can keep on rolling with it. But I think
It all comes down to AC if he's gonna play like a bum or if he's gonna play like the AC that we all know. He's had those games in the past where he just doesn't start. He doesn't play.
He just thinks he can put on a switch whenever he
Have you
wants.
ever
And it
seen him
just
play
can't.
like that in the playoffs though?
Yes, I have. In the championship game, he played terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
I think Wildcard's going to get revenge. I like Wildcard in this one.
One Gators. Gators wild card.
I don't think wild card beats Ciccone anyway. So I guess I have to take Gators.
I'll take the Gators as well.
Oh, blasphemous.
yeah. Blasphemous.
Here we go.
Untouchable Silverbacks. We all know what happened the first time these two
Rematch.
teams played.
Regular season.
Yeah, what do you think, man?
I'm going
Say it.
Silverbacks.
Let's hear why.
Why?
Because this is the playoffs now. They're going to come ready to play. The first game, we looked disinterested for some reason. I don't know why. Untouchables out.
14-0, 2 minutes.
I thought he was gonna say because of Lamont again, like he did in the past.
But listen,
And
the
we all know how that worked
Untouchables played like that was their Super Bowl. I don't think they'll ever play that good again. I really don't. And the Silverbacks are going to be ready for that one. After all the shit talking.
I
Untouchables
still
after
think
game.
that the Untouchables are too athletic. for
Because
them.
you're an idiot.
I mean, I said it before, and it's exactly what happened.
I'm going with the backs on this one.
I'm gonna go with the backs as well. I just think, there was only
Cannot
one
believe
perfect way the Untouchables could start that game, and
They
they
did it.
started it.
Everything went
Absolutely-
right for them.
They won by 3
Absolutely
touchdowns.
perfect. Yeah, they were down 14-0, 2 plays into the game. It's just.
I mean, that also was the way the
can't-
Untouchables started the game off in the tournament, and the Silverbacks came back and won.
You can't
Those
count
two
on a
way
pick
different
six on the very
Just
first
saying.
play of the game, and then a
Just
and then a
happened, man.
pass touchdown.
Norm.
very next
It all
play.
comes down to how well Norm plays. That's it.
I'm just they're gonna be really ready for that one.
It's just 14. You were in a 14-0 hole that quick, and I just
I
think they
think
have had a
the
chance.
same thing would happen. I mean, not obviously that quick, but I think Untouchables would be back by a couple
Too athletic,
touchdowns
man.
again.
Too athletic for the
Norm
Silverbacks.
can't move as fast as the Untouchables. D-line will make him move, but doesn't matter because everyone else thinks back. So
That's what you out of all people.
backs and Gators.
Woo! What I've been waiting for.
I mean, I guess this is the championship we all want to see anyway. I mean, I want to see anyways.
For
No
sure.
offense, Untouchables. I love you guys, but I would love to see this game happen more than any other game in the season.
Dak's gonna be back
This is a
on the
game everyone
throne.
wants to see. Everyone.
Back on the
Even
throne,
if
champions again. I'm going Silverbacks. Champions again.
Let's go and call next.
I mean, you know I'm taking it back, so that's ready too.
You'll take the backs over the Gators?
Yeah.
What's the reason on that one?
I think they're better than the Gators are.
Just for like no reason, you just think they're better?
I just think
There's
They
nothing
like-
in your eyes that separates the backs from the Gators?
I
I
think
do.
their quarterback's better. I think their defensive line's better. I think their receiving
If
core's
Norm couldn't even move against the
Their D-line
Untouchables,
is
how is he
better.
gonna move against the
It's not that he
Gators?
couldn't move. It's he had.
Iman has just as many sacks.
He actually
as,
leads the league after this week.
Iman leads the league in sacks.
Okay.
Over Kyrie and Javi.
You mean Lamont.
Lamont.
And also the Silverbacks played one last
Yeah.
game.
True.
Thank you.
But Lamont had 10 in his first 3 weeks and has none since.
That's because you're stupid.
I mean, JR is a monster.
JR, best D lineman in the league.
So Javi's discussing as well.
I agree. I mean, I think Javi and JR are the best 2 D linemen in the whole league.
All I know is
Dorsey on that line too.
That's what I mean. That's just and Iman, the way he's playing this year.
Iman's been playing
With Jerome at
best.
linebacker, that defense is.
It's
well. Then you
scary.
got JR, Harold,
so
Lamont,
you guys-
Killer,
Line them up, Dax beat them.
for shizzle. Back.
There's no analysis.
It's hard to say, but I gotta go with Gators. I think the Gators will three-peat.
I said it at the beginning of the season. I'm gonna say it now. Gators are gonna three-peat. I just think they're too strong.
So I have to pick one.
I just think they're too
All
strong.
comes down to T-Dot.
I
Team
don't,
out
I
with
don't
the
think
final.
either of these teams will be in the championship.
Well, right now that's our mock thing, so just pick them.
Regardless,
Gators.
Unbelievable.
Gators all over Norm all day. He won't be able to move.
Unreal.
We'll throw out a couple interceptions just like in the Silverbacks game.
the Gators are just.
And AC will show up knowing what to do and knowing how he's
Yeah,
We
gonna
hope AC shows up. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, you
but,
act like AC moves around good.
I mean,
He's more mobile than Norm.
it's probably close. They're both sitting ducks, in my opinion. No offense,
If
Norm.
anything,
See who goes. But I just want to ask though, what do you think the final championship game's gonna be?
I think it's going to be Untouchables Chicago.
This is my exact final with Gators winning. I
Well,
mean,
I
with,
mean, we'll
with
see.
the Silverbacks winning.
The playoffs are just a few weeks away, guys. We're all getting excited. That's what we think is majority rules. That's what we think is going to happen. I'm sure a lot of people would agree with this, and a lot of people would disagree with this. But again, this is just for fun, just for discussion. So we're going to kick it to another break, and we'll be back in just a second. Alright, welcome back, guys. We're going to close this show out today by going over some predictions for Week 8 matchups. Let's get right into it. Some good games this week. Some
Not so good
games. Yeah. WTF and sound effects. So,
That's gonna be awesome. April Fool's second's gonna suck, and I'm gonna pick WTF to win.
Wow, not your team sound effects.
Nah,
Well,
Big fan of sound effects. I thought.
the volume's been turned all the way down.
personally, I think Sound Effects is a horrible team. And
Would you rather die than watch this game?
I can't say that. I got in trouble, like I said before. I can't do that anymore. But anyways, they can't do anything. They can't move the ball. They
who do you think's
can't.
going to win?
I don't know. I just don't
Tied
care.
0-0.
They're both in a
No,
combust.
I think it's horrible.
Alright, come on. There's good teams.
Come on.
This team's worse than that. That's
I
all.
think it'll be the first time what WTF,
baby.
or sound effects actually play a full game. What WTF?
WTF or two, yeah. Sound effects just stinks.
I like WTF to get that second win of the season, yeah.
Go WTF.
Playoff run.
Mac Jones,
12 City and Wildcard.
great game.
No. Wildcard is going to put a beat down on them and continue rolling.
Yeah,
What are they rolling?
Rolling.
Wildcard.
And this
wild card definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna take wild card.
Wild card, Jarrell with another 2 touchdowns.
Dennis Mello though.
He's
That
next.
plays great.
Nasty.
Ciccone 2 and X.
I'm gonna go with X to get this one.
I'll go Chacon too, especially if Bless doesn't show up.
X.
X.
Bobby Hayes.
Hayes Nation.
Tie. 6-6.
Ace for president.
Spartans relentless.
Relentless has been playing terrible. I think Pig's gonna
Understatement.
dominate.
Yeah, Spartans should destroy him.
Didn't he get back on track? They didn't have.
4-3.
Well, they just lost
No.
because they had no one show up.
Oh
I
yeah.
was talking to Pig. He was kind of upset. He'll get his team there this week.
Seriously, I didn't see RG20 this week.
Do you
Maybe
ever
he was
see
there, but I didn't
That's-
see him.
Do you ever see RG20 though?
That must have been why they lost. Because he wasn't.
I just didn't
Something
see
I
him.
can think of.
They lost their best
The
cheerleader.
statistician was there. He was like taking stats the whole time.
Well, so we thought, but I saw his head in the ground a couple times on the.
Don't do it again.
But, I mean, thanks for your help. Just
Interesting
Don't
game here.
know.
Should be entertaining.
oink oink.
Gators and Brick Squad.
Oink oink. Oink oink.
Well, AC didn't show up last week, but I think he'll be back this week, and I think the Gators.
I mean, Jerome was playing some good Q back there.
Jerome.
Yeah,
Jiggy.
Jiggy.
Dummy.
Jerome threw one pass for a touchdown.
I think
So,
Brick Squad's not going to be able to score. It's going to be a blowout, I think.
I don't know if it's gonna be a blowout, but I do think Gators are gonna win that one easily.
Gators.
One reason, hobby, is just automatic.
2-point
no matter what he
conversions.
does.
Unreal.
Sacks, 2-point conversions.
It's going to be Gators, but it's going to be close. Maybe a 1-score game.
Yeah, Brick Squad can move the ball.
I don't think they can on the Gators.
Ciccone won an
Only can
outcast.
anyone.
Oh, that's going to be a
One
great
outcast?
game.
Oh god.
This is a.
Oh
I just can't go against Ciccone one in
Sure,
this one.
no.
Too good, too physical.
Who's you? Chacon?
Ciccone.
Yeah, I have to go with Chacon too. They're not gonna lose to Outcast, I don't think.
It's going to be a good game, I think.
I'm going for the upset. I'm wearing the shirt. Decon.
It is Will Ford. They're just receivers. If Dre can get him the
Is
ball.
it that big of an upset, though?
It's not really too much.
I'm
of an
gonna say
upset.
No, it's not an
I'll go
upset. It's not like
I
sound
consider
effects
these-
over than touchables.
Consider these two teams top tier teams.
Well, I don't think that would be an upset after this last week.
Well, I mean, it's not an upset, but people probably think that.
It all comes down to how Dre plays that
Trey.
QB.
All right, you cheerleaders.
Coming from you, dude.
Untouchables win by 2. I'm sorry. Ciccone Outlaws win by 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Warren and EP.
EP's just really bad. Warren, I think, is going to be able to dominate this game.
Yeah, Warren's gonna smack them. EP's horrendous.
Mercy rule contender of the day.
Yeah.
40
I
nothing.
can totally see that.
Yeah, I gotta take Warren here too. Sorry, Bay. Love you though.
Ruckus and Untouchables.
Oh.
2 teams need to get it.
Both coming off disappointing performances. I'm going to go with the Untouchables today to bounce back. If they play like last week, they have no chance, but I think they're going to pull together.
I think Ruckus is gonna win this one. I think their defense is gonna hold them, and then Donnie is gonna get at least 1 or 2 touchdowns on them.
Hold them, they might get some flags.
Ruckus has got to win, right?
Yeah.
They need a win.
You
Untouchables.
can't drop 3 straight Ruckus.
Thank you. I had to. Ruckus just has no chance in this game.
Whoa.
That's
Has no
crazy.
chance. Period. Ruckus.
How can you say that after freaking Untouchables just?
I don't care who
had
the
a horrible
Untouchables could have
performance
lost to
against
WTF or sound effects, and I'd still say Ruckus has no chance. They just don't show up versus good teams. If you've watched them in the past.
What?
How can you say that, man?
They just had a.
They had a competitive game against the Silverbacks just now.
Well, it wasn't really that competitive, but against Wildcard, they could have won that game.
But they
Yeah,
lost.
a couple calls went
They
their
just
way
can't win when it comes down to it against good teams. They haven't in this league yet, and
I think Untouchables will win too.
I give them no chance at all.
I see-
0%.
I see Untouchables coming back big. Young Guns and the Becks.
Whoa, this is going to be 80-0 in the first half. Mercy rule over.
What?
Silverbacks will show you how to beat the Young Guns. Untouchables. Take lessons.
Yeah, Silverbacks is definitely gonna win this one too.
Silverbacks.
Yeah.
X. Saints and Kingpins.
Cheerleader. Just
Cheerleader.
pom-poms, kid.
Saints and oh man.
Saints Kingpins.
The Saints. I'm gonna go with the Saints in this one. They got I don't know. It's a tough one to call. I think Saints will pull this one out.
Saints probably will win this one They,
I think it'll be a really ugly game though.
Yeah, they move the ball a little bit better than the Kingpins do.
I don't think the Kingpins move the ball.
Exactly.
Exactly.
My point proven.
Might be 6-0.
I mean, I thought they were going to end up getting together, but they can't do anything. I don't know why. They have good players, but...
Good thing I'm working on Sunday, because I do not want to watch that.
I mean,
Thanks for sharing.
the Saints.
Oh, yeah?
No one cares that you work. Sorry.
That was the last game of the day. Just a quick note, we're not going to bury you guys with this, but for everyone that was there, for everyone that heard about it, the incident that happened on Sunday, again, we can't really say it enough. There's no tolerance for this kind of thing. It's going to end up getting to a point where if this doesn't stop, the league is in jeopardy. Where, I mean, there's going to be complaints. We're going to lose the field. There's a lot of things that can go on. Yeah, there already have been complaints. There's a lot of things that can go on that this kind of thing could put an end to all of this, which we
Something
love.
great, yeah.
You guys just need to respect the time and effort that Rodney and Chris put into making this league, especially how good it is. You can't just ruin it because you want to fight people, and it's just not worth it.
Anything else have anything to say about
Just,
that?
I know, too, that it came down. One more fight. Doesn't matter what team it is. Top team, bottom team. Your team's gone with any physical altercations that resolve in something like a fight.
The team, not the players, the team.
The entire team. That shit just can't happen.
So, that being said, hopefully we have a good week this upcoming week. Nice and clean, some good games.
Tell you
Happy
what,
Father's Day to everyone.
watch out for Nate Miranda this week.
To drop some more passes.
Nah, I'm saying he's going to score 3 TDs this week versus Ruckus.
Maybe if he could catch those balls.
Hey, it wasn't just Nate. Chiefy.
It wasn't.
Alright, guys,
Horrible game.
Thanks for watching. We will see you on the field on Sunday.
Go Banks.
Deuces.